Because maybe he doesn't like the smack talking.
He misses. And that consumes his next action, too. That's great.
Yes. Good job, Inferno.
Thanks.
I like it.
Thanks. All right, 5 damage to him.
Woohoo.
Great. Wonderful. Good job. All right, Mila. That is your turn. Now it is Al's turn.
Couple questions. So the one on the ground that was hit is stunned. What exactly does that mean?
It means he has to take a turn to get up. He's on the ground. I'm spending his turn to give his head a shake and start to get up.
Okay. How would this work?
And also, he can't really take a defensive action.
I want to land on him.
Okay.
With the 1,000-pound power armor.
Yes.
So, like, now, my question was, ideally, and I don't know how much of this you're going to let slide, would be to use the movement action to leap up and land on him, and then fire at something else.
There isn't. Okay, this is fair enough. Mm-hmm. Now, I really want to encourage everyone to get out of Dungeons and Dragons think, where there's a movement action and a standard action and free actions. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. In Rifts, what you can do in a period of about 5 seconds is what you can do on your turn. So you most definitely can do that.
Okay.
That's not a problem.
Sweet. I totally want to do that.
So leap high into the air, it falls down, and that itself, the leap itself would take about 5 seconds. But simultaneously, you're also going to be firing your fucking rifle, right?
Right. Correct.
So yes, you can do that.
Okay.
So I guess you should roll the strikes, oddly enough. One is to hit him on the ground. Mm-hmm. So do that.
And just no modifier, I'd assume, for that one.
No, add your plus strike, like hand-to-hand. Why not?
Oh, okay.
Just get over 5.
Hang on. Let me check. That one is plus 5. Okay. Okay.
Okay. And we'll do damage right now. Let's see here. Normally your body slam attack is like 2d4, but that's not equivocating the fact you're going 100 feet. You know what I mean? That's normally like you just slamming into someone, like what Mila did to that witchling. So we're going to double that to 4d4.
Okay.
Because you're right. He is a ton. I love how this poor bastard is just getting hit by things. People, cars.
And I want to, and you know what? Even if it takes the rest of my action to do it, I want to stay on top of him so that he would have to struggle to get out from under me.
Okay, well we'll work on his turn. But now what's the target you're firing at?
Is there a risk of hitting Mila if I fire at this one?
No, she's on the ground now.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna fire at that one with the railgun.
Okay.
So actually, hang on, I've got it. I'm going to do it this way. Oh, damn! That's a critical hit.
Roll double damage. Well, actually, roll damage, and we're going to double it.
Okay, so that's what? So would it just be 1d6 times 12?
10. No.
20.
Just roll 1d6 times 10, and then we'll double it.
60. 120 mega damage.
Al, I did a description of the last one. What would you like to? I mean, it's just a gun firing, but you can be creative with it. I guess
I'll just start doing this.
I would like to say that the critical hit, basically all it means is that he was able to steady his aim so well while in midair, I guess, because that's when I fired it, that the grouping of the railgun almost exclusively slammed into its head.
Excellent.
And disintegrated what was there.
True. Much like a ripe pumpkin, a little piece of its head went everywhere, and it thuds sickeningly to the ground. And he is dead. So what were you saying about power armor again, Al?
I don't like it. It smells. In fact, you can hear Al over the intercom talking about how he wants to get out.
Oh, come on. All right. Oh, it's your turn again.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How this? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah.
Okay. Tell you what. Instead of just standing on this guy forever, can I just, since I'm standing on him, how would that work? Pointing the railgun down and just opening fire.
This is how it would work.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, you can't do called shots with the burst weapon. but you're so goddamn close and he's stunned. I'll allow you to do a burst shot to his head. Same rules apply, but since you're standing still, I'll give you, you know what? I'll even give you a +2 as well. So you'll be back to your +4 because he's right there, right?
Right.
So +4, you just have to get over a 12.
Okay. Got it. So
Really, roll a 8 or higher, and his head will probably also go boom.
what?
What?
Did
You
it
rolled
roll?
another 20.
You rolled
a
another
natural
20
What?
again.
I did.
Are you actually
Holy
20s?
crap!
Yes, he's
Yeah.
actually rolling
Yeah,
them.
he-
1d20 plus 4. 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one
Okay.
though, I mean, it's not like he's going anywhere.
His head explodes. Even if you roll minimal damage, his head explodes.
Okay.
Now he is dead. Good job.
Good work.
You killed two. Well, no, not on the same term.
I must now confess that because you guys, the reason why you guys were rolling so bad on Thursday is because I stole all of your 20s.
Yeah. Clearly, and now you're banking them here. I'll remember this. All right. Anyway, so Lee, he sees, because he just finished putting his backpack over top Morin's head. Luckily, he sees her go limp, and his eyes cast towards where the rift is. And mercifully, it starts to shimmer and shimmer, and it starts to fade from existence. And we'll make that the equivalent of his turn. He has stuff he can do, but he's really just more focusing on the rift, so we're going to just let that happen. I just need to get to the right thing, and I just delete the rift. It came that quickly. And that's his turn. Okay. Tom, your turn. Poppin' wheelies!
Yeah.
Hey, Tom, guess what?
Yeah.
You're
did.
also a psychic, which means you can go full speed and still do stuff with your brain. Do you like that?
I like
say
that.
naughty things to you.
Why did I imagine Inferno actually pointing to his brain with both index fingers? You can still do stuff with your brain.
With
I was
your
for
brain.
some reason I was picturing Inferno's eyes like double the size and like his cheeks are just rosy, like ridiculously rosy.
Oh my god, someone has to record that and just animate that shit.
Oh God, I have something that I've wanted to do for quite a while, but I don't want to slow down. And it's a concentration move.
Well, what do you want to do?
So I have to concentrate.
Let's brainstorm, because a part of Rifts is being creative, right? So what do you want to do? Let's see if we can work around it.
Create a square of fire 40 feet by 40 feet.
Yeah, since you
Here?
will fire into existence with your brain, as long as you're within range, you can keep moving. 150. You can be gunning your motorcycle and look at that point with your head, and boom, fire happens.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, if you go in a
All
straight
right.
line, it takes almost no concentration whatsoever just to keep going in a straight line.
I'm gonna go this far.
Just don't fall off the cliff.
Hell, I'm sure most of us have actually driven home before subconsciously, not realizing, oh God, I'm home, because our brains
Oh,
were
yeah.
somewhere else.
So from here to here, round there. I'm gonna try and get all three of these guys.
Okay. Roll your percentage. Okay, although I will be fair, we'll do a -10 to your skill check. So I guess it's technically a +10 to your skill check, because it does require a little concentration.
Yeah.
There's got to be some difference between you doing a move and not, but not a whole lot. So I think that's fair, don't you?
So, yeah. 54 is the target number then. 23! Right where I wanted it.
All right. So go ahead and draw the shape. I trust you.
Okay, I will do that.
Trust you with my life.
Boom. That should be about there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Roll
That-
damage.
Okay, this is gonna hurt.
I hope so.
I like the name
They're
of
bad
that.
boys. Holy
43 mega
shit!
damage.
Jesus.
God damn.
Okay.
The reason why is because this is a 40-foot square pillar of flame, and I'm next to a ley line nexus.
Damn.
So how much
So I
ISP
double
did it
damage.
take?
That took 20 ISP.
Wow. A good point of 20 ISP. Now, here's the really interesting thing. They're all in there, right?
Mhm.
And normally it would be like, say, 43 damage to their main body. That's typically how I would roll it, right? However, they're all encased in fire. And fire burns everything. And you know what also fire burns is their wings. So that some of that 43 damage would go towards their wings. It is definitely high enough that you incinerate their bodies. Not enough to kill them, but it is enough to damage their wings so great that you can just see it's a quick glimmer of these fiery forms falling towards the ground past the cliff. Because it's such a big column of flame that's being, erupted, right? You only just see glimmers of it. But yeah, you not only have you done significant damage to them, but those three can't fly, and they're on the wrong side of the cliff.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Woo! And they're taking. Oh wait, no. That's if they stay there. Never mind. It's good.
They're not staying there.
If they actually move out of
Yeah.
it, too, I'm almost positive. Isn't it
Gravity
moving through it also
has
takes
something
some
to say
damage?
about that.
Right? Well, what was that? What was that?
Wasn't moving through it also makes them take damage?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I have to have some creative control. Okay. Patrick.
Okay. Well, noticing dead things behind me and living things in front of me, I'm going to most likely do another Yui and go here.
So you're just moving 50 feet there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I took a 50 feet to basically spin around.
Oh, so you moved a total of 100?
Yeah.
Okay, great. That I just need to know that for modifiers.
I can't gun it while turning so much.
No, and I appreciate you using logic for that. That's awesome. Okay. So, Mila, your turn.
Right. Well, as soon as Nora notices the obliterating creature above her and then glances over where it came from and sees that, she's just going to mutter under her breath, "Show off," and then start booking it this way so she can get to, like, here.
Okay. Yeah.
60
feet. Yeah.
So, like, there.
Well, and really you can do a double leap. So if you want to if you want to just stay where you are, great. But you can do the equivalent of a double move.
Could I do my body ram technique, or is that too much?
I'll let you do the body ram because you're in power armor. Terrain Hopper is known for being very mobile, even more mobile than what Squee is doing, what Al is doing in his power armor. So I'll let you do it. You can do your body slam. However, I'm going to give you a -4 to hit. You still need to get 5 higher. Use your regular 2 strength, but just because of the amount of speed and everything like that, I'm going to give you -4.
Okay, so -4 to that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So what's going to happen
I
is that-
die.
No. No. Okay, never be a DM, Kriana, because you're negative way too quickly.
I'd like
No,
to do a
what's gonna
diplomat
happen-
check. Yeah, you died.
No, we're gonna say it's very, very simple. This is only the second time you've ever been in this power armor, and you just make a mistake with the thrusters. They fire way too soon that they're supposed to. They catch you off balance, and you have to spend the rest of your turn instead of leaping, actually just kind of running to catch your balance. Actually, give me a balance check. If you succeed on it, you don't fall. If you fail on it, you fall.
It's just a D100.
D100. Whatever your
Oops,
balance
I don't
is.
wanna add that minus anymore.
No, you don't want. Oh dear. Okay, so you just fall. You just fall to the ground. So just a mistake with a thruster. So what was that about being a show off, Nora?
Nora's pride is deeply injured.
My HP is fine, but
No
my
one saw
pride is
that.
dead.
All right, so these guys are technically out of the fire, but they are down on the ground and they can't really do anything about it. So I guess they're gonna kind of move that way a little bit.
Shamble away.
You kind of, yeah. That's kind of what they're doing. As compared to these guys, now, that was an amazing round. These things aren't stupid. If I was a bug man, and I thought all my buddies were behind me, and now I'm stuck on an alien world, and these guys just killed 6 of my friends. They can assume that the other ones are dead. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a roll. It's pretty much a morale roll, which is the equivalent of I'm gonna call like a horror factor. And what you guys just did was the equivalent of a horror factor of, we're gonna say 12. So if they roll above 12, which that one does, and that one does not. Okay, so this one, he's moving his 150 speed. Well, he can't really go 150 right now. He can go. Oh, yes, he can. They're fast. He's bugging it, and like literally and figuratively, he is bugging
But
it.
bunch.
Hey, see, I like puns.
Good work.
Still like some of them. Where this one is fixated on the one that is falling behind him, and with a chittering cry, it actually lands on its feet, and as it's landing, it's going to be firing at you, Mila. It's actually going to be firing at your head.
Okay.
Now, since it's moving and shooting, it doesn't get any bonuses, so I'm going to roll a straight 1d20, and I get a natural 20, which, oh god, okay. How much MDC does your helmet have?
Let me check. I think it's written down in the Google
Yeah, it should be.
thing. Head is 60.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, and I rolled low. So only 18 damage to your head.
Okay.
But as you're on the ground, you hear the pulse of some green energy weapon as you feel the back of your head get hit something. Luckily, your armor is not detecting a breach.
She may be just silently cursing to herself or out loud. She doesn't know. She's insane.
All right. She's... Yeah.
Yeah, descriptive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pamela, your turn.
Okay. Pam is gonna look at the huge column of flame
Yeah.
and look at Tom,
Yeah.
and then just scream, "Nice!" And then, I think she is gonna use Evil Eye Pain on the one over by Mila.
Okay. Now,
it
what's your
should be in
range on
range.
your evil? Oh, it should be in range? Okay.
It should be. It said I think it's 160 if I remember properly.
Oh, yeah, and you're 130. All right, great.
Yep. So that's
Sweet.
happening.
So Evil Eye Pain. All right, so
Yes.
it gets to roll its save versus psionics. And it's considered a minor. It does get a +2, though. Ah, it just made it.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. Why am I apologizing? Whatever. But unfortunately, you feel like you got a grip on its mind, but it's just too alien, and you're not able to pull the trigger completely, so to speak. Al, your turn.
All right.
Now, firing a burst weapon with this thing so close to Mila might be dangerous.
Yeah, I can imagine. Actually, my concern is not showing up Nora. No, I'm going to... I might actually have to double leap. Yeah, that'll take a double leap. I'm going to double leap over to Lee
Uh-huh.
and ask, if I let those 3 go away, will they hurt others?
Fuck yes, he says.
All right, that would be my turn. I think, yeah. Unless I can... Well, can I... No, because I double move, so that would
that's
be my
too
turn.
much,
Yeah.
Moving and talking, yeah, that's definitely hitting the 5-second mark. All right, Zytek X. He's gonna keep shooting at your head, Mila.
All right.
It has the taste of... Now it's not moving either, so he gets a +3. Still needs to get over 12, though. Yeah, it does. Not critical this time, so 8 more damage to your helmet.
All right.
And these ones start going this way. They're just doing their movement speeds. They're slow. The flames have kind of stopped on them. Their bodies are still smoking as the heat rises into the air. Is that column of flame still there, Tom?
It's there until my next turn when I can choose to either continue concentrating or dismiss
Not.
it.
Okay. All right. Al, your turn.
Okay. How exactly will this work if I leap off the cliff after them? Like, because I know it's 100 feet
when
down.
you land, you're
Like my
Here's
question.
the deal.
Mhm,
Here's the deal. When you land, you can engage your rocket thrusters to kind of lessen the blow, right?
Wait. It's only 100 feet, right?
Yeah.
My rocket boosters can make me jump 100 feet in the air. I would assume I can handle falling 100 feet, right?
Yes, I was about to say though.
Yeah.
Your rocket thrusters can fire off before you hit the ground, so it shouldn't be a problem. If you wanted to do anything else, though, you might have to do a balance check. Well, no, maybe not. Whatever.
No.
Yeah, you can just drop.
Well, my question was more like time. How much
No,
could I
dropping
move?
100 feet takes 5 seconds.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
So my I'm going to drop down after them, and then I'm not quite sure how. Like just here, I guess.
Sure.
Would we count that as a double move? So like that's the whole turn.
Well, yeah, it takes... Now, if you want to do something while you're falling, sure, no problem.
Yes, I would love to shoot.
You just can't move anymore, because, like, literally falling 100 feet down to the ground takes, like, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, 5 seconds.
All right. Then I will fire my railgun at this guy while I'm falling.
Okay.
So, I've been rolling 13s on that railgun so much.
He can't... He's too busy moving away. He can't dodge because he doesn't see the attack coming. So, roll damage.
20.
So, you blow out the top part of its right thigh, which causes it to shriek out in pain, which you're assuming is pain, but it's not quite dead as it just continues to limp along.
All right.
So that's your turn. Lee moves. He can't see the column of flame. Wait, is the column of flame in the sky? Tom?
Yes, it is.
Oh, good. So he technically has a line of sight underneath the column of flame.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, good. Let's see, Lee. Lee. Awesome. All right. Now I just got to roll something. Okay. All right. And now they have to roll something. Oh, sweet. Okay, so Lee gets on the edge there, and he looks down, and you hear him through the speaker of his body armor give an incantation, and then suddenly a magical net that seems to be made of this strange, wispy, light green fibers shoots from his hands, and everyone else, it just disappears from sight. From Al, however, you can see it go underneath the column of flame and hit the ground here, right, that's kind of in between where these two Zytekik are. And the net hits the ground, and then it splurges out into a 20 by 20 foot area. And the Zytekik step upon it, and they are instantly glued and unable to move. So that's his turn.
Well, that's kind of badass.
The Zytekik, unable to move and unable to turn around, can't actually turn around to fire at anyone. So his turn is gone. Like they can't rotate their torsos, right? They can only go certain angles.
Mm-hmm.
So that one. This one, however, desperately turns around and fires at you, realizing that it will probably die and it wants to take you with it. In fact, I'm not giving it a bonus because it's in pain. That's still enough to hit you. Doing
He's so out of fashion.
10 points of damage to your armor.
All right.
That's their turn. Mila.
Do I have to just spend this turn getting myself situated after the dismal failure that was my last turn?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Thank you.
Although this one was too busy gloating, aka Inferno forgot to fire. But this time I'm going to actually no. This is what we're going to do though. He's going because he has one last turn here, right?
Right.
So he's going to fire at you. You're technically within hand-to-hand range of each other. Now he's using a ranged weapon in hand-to-hand. That's not a problem. But what you can do is you can actually parry the weapon aside so it misses you. You know, it's like you knocking it aside with your hand. So
Okay.
I'm going to roll to hit. He's still going to try to go for your head.
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled a natural.
Just hit me. I don't even care.
You want to try it? You know what? Why don't you try a parry? Maybe you'll get. It's a free. Parrying is free for you. Maybe you'll get 20. Give it a shot.
What's just 1d20?
Yeah, because you need a natural 20 in order to stop. Natural
yeah.
20.
That's
Okay, so it does 14 damage to your helmet. Oh, thank God.
all right.
That was really low. That's really good.
Okay.
Okay, but that's its turn. Al, once again, it is in its death throes, and it's going to try and shoot at you. Whoops, I rolled damage first. Okay, I rolled the hit. Wait a second. Are you within 50 feet? Yeah, you are. Okay, 18 damage.
All right.
And top of the order, Tom.
Okay, I'm going to not concentrate on this, and it's gonna disappear.
Okay.
Question: this one that's off the map, is it like completely gone? I can't see it anymore. Like,
It is
Gone forever?
a good 700 feet from where you are, 750.
Yeah.
okay, if it's 750, then never mind.
Yeah, and also I kind of forgot, but it was still moving. It's kind of flying
Yeah.
off into the sky now.
All right. I'm
But
gonna
trust me,
keep.
I've been
turning.
marking down how far.
Oh, I need to go with the bike, and going this direction. Then this direction
Uh-huh.
until combat is going to be. Oh God, why am I moving that?
Woo!
And that is my turn.
All right, Patrick, your turn.
All right, I'm going to assume I have some knowledge about what's going the heck around in the battle, so I'm actually going
What are
to
bugs?
going to go to a halt, which I'm going to assume I went about yay far to get to
Okay.
a halt,
Sure.
and
that's-
starting to get out of my vehicle, and that's the end of my turn.
Oh, okay. All right. Mila, you're on your feet. This motherfucker keeps shooting you in the head.
God damn it! Just gonna fucking just baseball bat my fucking stupid bat hammer
Hammer?
thing. Thank you.
Lot of rage.
Just get him.
All right, 13. He's going to try parry.
Okay. He's gonna do it. He's gonna get a 20. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
No, don't be done. I love
Here,
you.
I'm being replaced by Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves can take over me.
No,
No.
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 All right, Tom. All right.
Oh God.
Okay.
This guy has rolled 320.
I know. And I'm rolling this right? Yeah, roll 1d20. Yeah, no.
Oh my
I'm-
god.
All right, Tom, your turn.
I'm gonna keep going in circles.
If you want to do a firebolt or something, you can fire it wild, which means it's a straight d20. Oh wait, he's in hand
Ugh.
with Mila. You might hit Mila. I will.
Exactly.
I don't
that's-
hit Mila at her current mental state. You might fuck snap.
I mean, I could slow down and maybe creep to the edge and lob stuff down here, but
Odd.
for me, I can just go in circles.
Okay, going in circles.
Yeah.
Popping some
Like,
wheelie.
it'd be funny, like the battle's over. Tom's just like, I'm going in circles.
Do what you told me to do. All right, Patrick, your turn again.
I'm going to get out of my vehicle.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me once I find my character. Come on, you can do it. Just stop clicking on the vehicle. There we go. And going to raise my weapon to the sky northwards.
Okay. Ow.
All right. I am going to